Here for that?
Hello and
Yeah,
welcome back to the Gamer's Tale.
I
I'm
killed
Trent
the
Gander.
king.
I'll be your
Movies.
dungeon master for the evening, and I'm going to be bringing us back
Labia.
to the Forging the Onyx campaign. I'm joined once again by my somewhat lovely cast, Brock the Barbarian, now Davy Thomas, Greer Underhill, Grimly, Lundgren Bask, and the ever so affable Tritzkala. When
What is
last
affable?
when last we left our heroes, they had just defeated a strange creature that had wandered into Dimgrave, bringing with it undead of various types. And also almost dying a couple of times and falling off roofs, which wasn't as cool, but was still present.
That was only one guy.
They made their way back to the leather strop, the inn that they were staying at, and were visited by the Baxi, known as Pulke, who informed them of a number of information. Then he informed them of information that Yboye wanted to tell him. And with that, they went to sleep. The morning comes. The overcast.
I'm sorry, what was the adult Tabaxi's name again? Oh, that's right, it's your boy.
He's
I
never.
will
Gonna...
take away my inspiration now.
Say, I had a feeling you had to set that up just so, didn't you?
I made him specifically for that. It's like, who is that ahead of us? It's your boy. All right. No, you can keep your inspiration. So, the morning comes. The sky is beginning to be leaden again, and the night passed without any incidents. There's no weird sounds. There's no weird sounds outside your room or inside your room or through the walls. And, yeah, the north-facing windows don't really bring that much light. It's rarely dark here in the morning because of, well, lack of windows. So, what are you guys doing?
Governor's reflecting that things would have gone better yesterday if the warlock wasn't such a damn klutz.
Get out of bed with nothing on and light my pipe.
Okay, then.
Okay then.
As you all
What?
go through your
It's
morning...
minute.
As you go through your morning routines, Davy, you hear this little kind of scratch and clop. And there's this little package on the edge of the windowsill.
Davy's going to attempt to open the window. Because he still hasn't figured that shit out.
Anybody I see him do that?
Hold on. Have I figured it out?
I would say yes. Yes, you have figured it out.
He's finally figured it out. Rolled a 15, by the way. And then opens the window to see the package.
I say it's a package. It's probably a small packet, like the size of a letter. With
Hey, it's not the size that counts.
It's a little. It's got twine and that tying it closed, and it's just resting there on the ledge.
Davy's going to pick it up. Is anyone awake at this point? I'm assuming it was after people were awake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree
Pretty
with
sure
that.
we're all awake, aren't we?
I wasn't sure when it was sent, so he turns around and holds up the letter. We got something.
For?
Hmm?
Who's it for?
Is there writing on it?
Nope.
Alright, there ain't nothing on it.
Oh, it was like just outside the window, whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess
He's-
I can open it.
Just
Or
goes over
whatever.
and like hands it to you.
Okay.
No point in me opening. I can't read.
Oh, okay. So, Ingrid silently readies himself to cast name of that spell I can't remember, the Ruse Poison, and opens the letter.
Just in case, you know.
As you open the letter, nothing happens. It is the protective covering on the outside reveals a very nice set of papers inside. It is a very short note in well-practiced handwriting requesting your presence that evening outside of Dimgrave for a congress, shall we say, with Yboye.
Oh, okay.
What's it say?
Does it say, apparently Yboye wants us to meet him outside the city tonight? Does it say where? I mean, otherwise, I would just assume that it would just be where he was at before, because whatever.
It mentions a farmstead that you guys had passed on the way in. One of the more abandoned ones. Apparently, they had taken up residence there with some of the refugees, as they have not yet gone into the city proper.
Right, okay. Looks like we're supposed to meet him at one of the abandoned farms we passed on the way in. I read the name of it if it's there.
Names of farmsteads. Who comes up with stuff like that?
Like, do we need to go right now?
It's still the morning, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, this morning.
Okay, so no, we gotta wait for about down, I think.
Well, what are we gonna do until then? We haven't really looked at much of the city.
Maybe we could go look at it. I was gonna see if I can get some plans together to get us information.
Who's there? What do you want?
Good morning.
Go away. Why are you gonna wake us up?
I heard rustling. Generally, it's about 8 a.m. We generally will have dinner or breakfast now. Would you like anything?
I don't think he wants any gruel.
What do you got?
You have.
We have sausages, eggs, breads, a number of... Well, yes, we have beer. Would you like it delivered to you? Or would you wish to come down and eat in the sitting room?
I'll come down and I start pulling on my clothes.
Okay.
I slept in my clothes, so I'm just gonna move the bed noisily back to where it was.
You need help there, or you got it?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, okay.
That's not me. That's Creek.
I was gonna say, hopefully Johan doesn't have to like listen very closely and intently to the sound of grunting and beds moving in the room.
Oh.
In a room full of men
Yeah.
and a lizard.
Okay.
All right. So he shows you downstairs to the sitting room, the same place that Greer was the previous evening, waiting for the return of the party. Even though it is, pretty sure it's the middle of summer, possibly edging towards fall. Anyway, it is kind of cold in Dimgrave. The morning fire is still roaring in the hearth. And it takes a bit, it's 5-10 minutes, and an individual who you've not seen, who you assume is the chef, comes in and brings, beer, breakfast foods, finger foods, all that good stuff. And then
Someone's drinking beer at breakfast.
Yeah, Brock.
Brock literally asked, Is there beer?
Yeah, I'm drinking beer.
Yes, isn't that if you need anything else, there are baths available. If there's nothing else, I'd be taking my leave. He closes the door behind him and goes. To your knowledge, well, somewhere else.
To our knowledge, yeah. Okay. Well, what's the plan?
Probably something we should discuss in the privacy of our room as such. I mean, we need to get information. I have a few ideas about how we could or should get it. Don't know, because we're strangers here, it might be a little difficult.
Y'all are strangers. I'm not.
Everybody except
Also, I can
Greer.
speak to the animals.
So are we supposed to just sit in the room and do nothing and wait for you to go find us
Well,
some information?
I was
mean,
planning on taking you all around
I don't
to
know,
a
I
few
could
of
do
the
with some
different
shopping,
places that I know where we can meet some people.
I like meeting people. Why not?
We could get some of our newer members some new equipment if they need it.
Actually, we should.
I could do with some shopping.
Shopping episodes
Shopping.
galore.
Yeah. Back to back to back.
When
That's
Tread's
what
done eating,
Waterworld was.
when Tread's done eating, can I play the flute?
Roll me a performance check.
2!
Oh,
Oh God.
This
There's just a sausage in the flute.
no, there's you create a strangely good melody, but it's right on the edge of people's hearing that it just sets their teeth on edge and makes their skin crawl. But it's actually a pretty good song. It's
My
like
people will enjoy this.
yes, just think like listening to one of your favorite songs, but it's just one key out of tune, but that's for the entire thing. Exactly.
Okay.
That's somehow worse.
That is.
All right, so are you going back to your rooms or are you going to explore Dimgrave?
Let's go back to the room first briefly and discuss what all we want to do today, and then go explore the city later.
Okay.
I do need me a
So-
new flail. A bigger one.
Oh, I
You
don't
put
need
that
that.
on the list.
I don't
Nothing
really-
for Davy?
Nah, I don't need nothing. I got, he holds up his fist. I got these. And,
June.
got these. And he, pats both his knees. And I got this. And he touches his forehead. Not like thinking, but like headbutting. I can do that too.
Okay. All right,
good.
so you see what we got in the city. When you're out of your transformed state, can you talk to animals?
Just the one.
I can.
Let's
Oh,
try
wait,
it.
out of it? Out of
No,
it. No,
you can't.
not out of it. I gotta be in it.
Transformed. Okay. Right. So you cast speak with animals. So I think we got that down. We're gonna go with see if Greer can help show us around town to people we need to meet, and we're gonna go shopping. I think we got things laid out for the day, as far as I know.
I can go like
Those
talk.
those are the only two things I can think of to get info.
I
Where
can
we
talk to
not
some of the animals, but I gotta.
I can do it.
Okay. It might be better if we like. You go one way, I go the other way.
actually, based on our experience, that's can be sometimes.
Can be what?
Yeah, that's a really long story. I don't know if I have time to tell you that. Maybe if we're like have difficulty shopping and we like traverse the whole city by the time the day is out, I might have time to tell it then. But speaking of which, I mean, like get going on the shopping.
Hey.
Okay, let's go.
So, because Tread can like speak to the animals while we're out and about. Tread, if you're willing to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just do one thing real quick to recharge the staff. Oh, fantastic.
You're gonna look around and go, those of you guys who aren't doing any shopping, if you want to come along with me, I know of a few places where we can get in contact with some minstrels. Not as many of them here, but their contact should be just as good as in Lowburn.
I'll go with. I ain't got nothing to grab.
So, it's Greer and Davey going for contacts. Let's see. And so Brock said he wanted to do some shopping. God, this is like a to-do list in real life. Jeez.
Is this real life or is it like not?
Is it fantasy?
Oh, well, no, this is. Some people want to do different things at the same time, and you just got to keep track of, meet up.
I
Because
must go shopping because I have the money.
So that means you have to go with Brock. Greer, can you tell me? I show him the note. Can you tell me where this farm is?
Take a look at it.
You guys literally passed it. It's large, in charge, and on the way.
I look at it and
Okay,
go,
because
we just passed it on the way in here. It was off on the
Okay.
left about less than a mile from the gate.
on the left. All right. As long as we meet up there by sundown today, we should be fine.
All right.
Fred and Brock need to go shopping. Greer and Davey want to go for contacts.
Anybody else want to go shopping? Because I have no idea what I'm looking for.
You need the honey-do
Didn't
list?
Jimmy
I
say
got
he
some
wanted to go
money
shopping?
that's burning a hole in my pocket.
I thought it was sharp objects that could set things on fire was all you were looking for.
Yeah, but I have those.
Well, blunt objects that can freeze stuff or strike them with lightning then.
Greer will ask if you guys find a cloak in his size that has a bunch of different patches on it. He would like one if you can find it.
Patchwork cloak.
Yep.
Okay.
Trent knows exactly what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm. You never did send me
Right.
that list, and I have forgotten like half of it. But you
Oh
got like
bullshit! It's in the
This isn't
you
pinned.
gotta scroll way the
Good.
fuck up in the text. I don't know if it's pinned.
It should have been pinned. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, let's get going, I guess. Getting tired of just sitting around. Gotta
Sure.
go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because we got to meet up at sundown. I'm gonna go. Where should I go? You know what? Tell me how the shopping is. I think I want to go with Greer and Davey this time. think.
Well, okay then.
Look out for any magic items that could be used by, people who aren't of sharp objects setting things on fire.
Wait,
Not that
and
that's a
shouldn't-
bad
Blink.
thing.
wait, and shouldn't you go with him? If you're looking for stuff?
Could do that.
I do not know what everyone else can use.
I'll go with you.
I know next to nothing about magic, so
Because Grimly.
if you want me to get you some random bottles, I could do that.
Okay, so Grimly wants a flail.
Just a flail.
He probably wants a special one because he probably has to be magic as well. I guess I don't know.
If
I don't
it
know
could
very
be
much.
and that'd be fantastic.
Aren't you going with him?
He is.
Okay, I don't know who's going where. I know where I'm going, sort of. So I'm stick to that. Didn't you say we shouldn't split up?
Yes, I did. It might be okay because I don't know what we're. So many
Well,
people are
if you
doing
get
so many
into
different
trouble
things.
And you can't handle it, run.
Oh, I can handle anything.
Yes, we know.
Until you can't.
The only thing I can't handle is reading and counting.
And me.
Really? I don't know about that one. He gives a little grin.
Kind of want to see that.
Maybe someday.
I got a gold on Brocked.
So shopping and contacts, yes.
Actually, I really do want to see that.
As long as I don't roll like shit. I know my strength is better than yours.
It also depends on what I'm allowed to use.
Everything.
No bolt
Gotcha.
hard.
We can always resurrect you.
No, that's not what I mean.
It was going to be a thing a long time ago where we were going to do that.
Oh,
Battle
We never got
Royale.
around to it.
yeah.
What, a fight to the death?
Yep. Battle Royale.
There you go, Trent. I forgot I had the paper with me with all the writing on it.
Dunk.
See, it'd be better to do that with this party than with 3-5 party because we're all way too OP in 3-5.
No, that's what the fun
Tell me about
is.
No.
Well,
Yeah, but when you've got a cleric that could just disintegrate or destroy us at will, like,
yeah, we tried that. Didn't work.
We tried that.
Sunlight.
What else do you have? So you
So
guys are
shopping
going.
and contacts, yes.
Yes.
Shopping the third time.
Okay. Let us find. Something to represent the parties. All right. As they split up. So,
The best thing a party can do.
yes. Isn't it
Yes, we
great?
know.
Yes.
All right. So,
Let's
who's
go.
going with her?
Real quick question.
That's-
We're doing max hit points, right?
Yep.
Hit die plus dex mod.
No, con
That's
mod.
con.
Constitution.
Con mod. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Really? Dex?
Well, mine are the same. Okay.
Touche. Okay, are you going as two groups or more?
Just. I think
Just
just.
the two.
Okay. So,
It's just two.
whatever group has Lundgren is the one with the little squiggles on it. The one that does not is the red ball.
So Lundgren
I
with
can't
Greer
see.
and
Oh,
Right, oh, 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 oh.
there we go.
Yes.
right, Lundgren, you're going with Greer and Davy.
Yeah. Probably going to have to go shopping again.
You need a raccoon skin.
Then go with the people that are shopping.
Yeah.
Why don't we all just go together? I feel like we could do both in the same day.
I thought so too. It just depends on because I'm not. What the hell is that?
That is the part. That is the square of partiness. That is not the Jesus lizard.
Okay.
But if
Right.
I need to know if you guys are going together or in separate groups because I have to track it.
Other
Which means we're probably going to get
try to
attacked
get the.
by groups.
What are we doing?
We're going to do both shopping and searching for contacts, but we're going to do it together instead of
Are
two
any
groups.
Are any of
We
my
have an
contacts
entire
in the
day.
first order?
Are any of them in what?
Where we're going to be
Market.
where all the shopping is done at.
All right. So the trade district, number 1 on the map. That's generally where most of the trade is. Samuel's Gate has I forgot her name. Cheese something.
Maria.
Maria, yeah. She has Maria. There are a number of other contacts in the area, but most of them are very much like, don't contact us. We don't want any. Goodbye. But yeah,
But merchants should still be able to help us.
ostensibly yes. If you can prove it. Let me just check out my notes. I really need to digitize this.
You think?
Yeah, but I like the. I like the feel of paper.
That's fair.
Paper
So we
cuts.
kick off to go do shopping first.
Okay, so you guys are. You said you're doing shopping first?
Yeah,
Yes.
I guess. I don't want to be stuck holding the bags again.
Well, don't have to.
Fred's got this really cool bag you can just throw things in, and it doesn't get any bigger. But a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
he
to fit
does.
in.
I have many weapons in this bag and mountains of gold. I don't actually know how much gold we have. But
I thought it was hundreds of thousands easy. I
Oh
can't
my
remember.
god, I just realized
Oh, it's
something.
100,000 for sure. I know I have like 58,000 in there.
The one who has that entire list is Frederick, and he's not coming back.
yep.
Alright,
He's not
I'm.
here.
I am going to have to
We can
message
message
him.
him for it.
Probably get that list from them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take
I mean,
care
I
of it.
doubt we'll spend more than we have. Let's be real.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way towards the trade district. As you make your way through, you hear the continuous hammering, and even at certain points, feel the heat coming off of the area referred to as the Crucible. As Grimly randomly hits somebody in the street with his flail.
Right.
In the balls.
Where else would you aim?
The face. Also, what are balls?
You'll learn when you get older. Don't worry.
I was out of character.
Within the trade district, you find a number of stalls, brick and mortar buildings, and pretty much like every other trade district you've been in every other city. Except this one seems a little bit more permanent and a little bit more centralized than the others.
Hey. Look for weapons and all that sort of junk.
Okay.
And Greer will look for a nice little cloak/robe looking thing with lots of patches on it.
All right. So as you make your way through most of it, you see that there's a lot of metalwork here. There's lots of pans, lots of wrought iron, like gates and pretty much just like knick-knacky things and modern art, for lack of a better term. There doesn't seem to be a lot of magical items, at least out in the streets. There's clothing, there's food, there's all the stuff that you would need in the major cities, but there's very few weapons. It doesn't seem as if what the hell? Dimgrave is the place that you go for manufactured arms. At least of the kind that you're thinking of.
Should always have arms. What if bandits attack?
Oh,
What are
there
you
is
talking about bandits for? What if you want to take a drink?
Or pick
People
something
rob
up.
people of their beer in this place.
I must remember, you are a moron. My apologies.
What?
You are?
What?
He said you need arms to take a drink.
And
I mean,
pick things up, yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
I'm not a moron.
How are you supposed to pick anything up without arms?
You guys are special.
You could use your mouth, but that would be more difficult.
Or if you have a tail.
My tail is not that useful.
Work on it.
Going to pump.
I flick it trying to
up.
pick something up and I just knock it over.
See? Just takes time.
Tail training montage. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Lift the 50-pound weights for the tail by the end.
Guess I could try lifting things with my. Well, nah. I still wouldn't work. I'm real confused now.
Right, so there's almost no weapons. Does that mean Greer found his clothes or not?
What?
Greer said he wanted to have a patchwork cloak. If they don't sell weapons, a lot of weapons in the streets here, do they sell clothes?
There are clothes. It seems like most of the public goods are very banal in that they are normal goods. There's clothing, there's food, there's small glass figurines of various types and shades and colors.
It's like we're going to have to figure out if there's a black market around here.
Or
I start
not.
looking around for any urchins or anything else around the area.
All right, make me some perception.
Woo! Look at that. +1.
It's just Greer. But okay.
Okay.
It's supposed to be
my
for everybody.
passive would have been just fine. Passive would have been a hell of a lot
Yeah, but
better.
you are actively looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Lundgren, your bag suddenly feels a little heavier. But Greer, yes, you look around, and there's a number of street urchins just kind of running around. They look a lot younger than any of the scholars that you've seen, but obviously that doesn't necessarily rule them out. But most of them just seem to be rowdy children in the morning, running through all the stalls, popping in and under stuff.
So none of them look like
I'm good.
I would expect them to be a part of the scholars. They're just kids.
They're just kids.
All right, so you said my bag suddenly felt heavier.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go into a private spot real quick, so I'm not basically like rummaging my wallet in the midst of everything and see what the deal is, the way it is.
Is there a kid trying to like badly pickpocket him?
He needs to check his bag.
He did.
Okay, do I
Pickpocket.
Can you
Pickpocket.
have
check-
control
All
for
my
that?
money in his
Check
bag.
your inventory.
Oh, hold on.
Pickpocket so good, they got it. They put stuff into your character
Oh
sheet.
crap! I
Did they do the
Uh,
Shady Sand Shuffle?
how did I know what that is, which I don't? I'm not sure.
It's a Fallout thing.
Oh, okay. I've only watched videos on it, but never played. All right, so hey, I see that there is something new here.
You say that out loud?
Oh, not gonna say that out loud.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, you think we're done here?
Mm.
At least for now. I think somebody trying to slip me a little something, and we need to go check it out. But I don't want to do that here.
Like a something, like a, and he does like a motion of like drinking something.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, so not that kind of something.
Not he tried to slip me a Mickey. No.
You!
I don't.
You're there!
Tread uses the message earrings. Hey, what did you want to talk about?
What? Someone was calling for us.
Some guys comes rushing up towards Lindgren. You with the helmet.
Yeah, hello.
Ignore him, Lundgren. Ignore him. Keep walking.
Come back.
Yeah,
That's my property. Come back.
it is.
I'm going to act like I'm tying my boot and
This I
try and trip him.
I take out the figurine and I toss it back to him. I
Ah!
don't know how it got there. Sorry about that.
It's glass!
Here.
Fool!
Sorry. I'll be leaving now. My apologies.
He just kind of eyes you up and down and goes back to his little stall and replaces the figurine.
Sorry.
Oh, I see I see what's going on here. For once.
Okay.
What?
No, it's fine. All right, let's get out of here.
Are we
Thought
done?
We're going to buy things.
No one's spoken up or like gone anywhere.
Doesn't look like they have much in the way of weapons.
Yeah, if that's what we're generally
And what
looking
I'm
for.
looking for wouldn't be here.
You can try some of the more solid shops. Those are on the north side.
We'll go to the north side and check the solid shops.
So you make your way into the more brick and mortar establishments, and there's a number of them. There's a couple of tea shops, and like porcelain. There is one blacksmith that you can see readily, and then there are a few finer clothing stores. One of which seems a little run down, but yet it still seems to have people coming in and out of it.
I'll go to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I was gonna walk into the more rundown, finer clothing store.
Actually, I'll stay with the guy who's got the bag with the money. Can we go see the
Hello.
blacksmith?
Sure.
Yeah, ask the boy with the money if he can go see the blacksmith.
Well, it's not
Boy.
like I can actually fucking buy anything. I think I have like 10 gold.
I love that explanation.
It's just smart, I suppose.
Okay. So you make your way into the fancy looking.
No, I have 9 gold.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
You come into the fancier looking shop, and it looks as if someone made Goodwill high end. I know that's going to be hard, but it's very much an eclectic set of clothing across the entirety of the inside. They're hanging on the walls, they're on racks. There is every
Forever
shade of the
21.
rainbow. There's every shade of the rainbow, and it doesn't look like any object in here matches another.
Okay.
This very
Start perusing.
this very posh looking gnome sits behind apparently what looks to be a very high stool behind the equally high counter. He's got a feather in his hat, and he's got an annoying little mustache with the ends curled up. May I help you?
Good to know. I'm just looking around for right now.
Mm. He's kind
So
of...
I am looking for something a little bit special I've heard about.
Ah.
Not sure if you guys actually have it here.
Well, I still have many special things in this shop. Me being one of them.
I'm looking for this kind of like an overrobe, but it has these very special patches on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have one?
I do.
Very nice. May we take a look at it first?
Let me go get it. And he jumps down from he climbs down from the seat, and he disappears behind his counter. And you see like a sea of parting clothes in the back as he like rifles through them, and then you see this little stick like reach up and unhook the thing from where it's hanging, and it gets brought down. He comes back and climbs all the way back up his seat, and he drapes it over the edge of the counter. Perhaps this is what you're looking for?
That
Take a
seems
look at it.
tiresome.
Well, generally I have other people do that. They find what they want and they bring it to me. This is an unusual circumstance.
I'll take a look at it. How do the patches, like what types of patches do I see?
You see the traditional dagger, bullseye, lantern, steel mirror, 10-foot pole. Roll me 44, so we can figure out the other random patches.
We already did them.
I keep
That's what
forgetting.
that picture is I sent you.
2 sacks. Yes. Okay. I hate
The
forgetting
one
about that.
On top are the special ones.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds kinky.
Yes. Those are all there. This is the robe of useful items you seek. Well, I can't just port with this. It's rather rare. I do have 2 others, but I would request that the minimum donation of 3,000 gold would be enough to let me part with it.
3,000 gold. And have you been noticing any of the minstrels around lately?
I'm not that big of a music fan, no.
Yes, I understand. One moment. I walk over to Tread Scala and go, this thing would be really useful for me.
Okay.
Can I have some gold, please?
How much?
Come over here with me, and then you'll pay him whatever we decide on.
Okay.
Very much so. So I was like,
Now, is that your money that you're
3,000.
getting from Dread?
3,000 is
It's
a
the
little
party
bit,
fund.
It is not the
is a
party
little bit
fund.
much.
My money is in there.
How about 22?
22. Make me a persuasion roll.
$22,000 it is.
2,200.
Well, if you make it 32, we might have a deal.
I'm like an insight
I'm
on
gonna,
this, making sure it's not.
I'm not very good at-
kind of just set it on the counter. And
I'm
I'm
just
not
gonna roll
very good at
insight to see
math,
if
but
it
I think
actually
that's
is
more.
worth that much.
Shh, one at a time.
I'm re-rolling those.
Wow, double
God.
one.
Even advantage fucked you up.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice thing is that doesn't count for 2 in a row because it has to be after I roll it again. There we go.
He seems like a shrewd businessman.
I'm gonna kind of climb up,
This
Fred.
kid-
3,000, please. Apparently, he's a lot better at pricing than I thought.
I reach into the bag and I pull out just handfuls of gold. I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2. You eventually get the 3,000 gold out. He is patiently waiting, yawning every
15
so
minutes
often.
later.
Roughly. Roughly, actually.
I mean, 3,000
No.
gold in this store is a damn lot.
Well, he waves his hand over the robe, and he kind of gets his stick and hands it out at the end of it, so he doesn't have to get down. A pleasure doing business with you.
And pick it up. Yes. And we got it for a hell of a lot cheaper than it normally goes for, anyways.
So you
Normally
say,
9,000 gold.
I'm gonna just pop up over the counter. And just kind of mention to the guy that, you said you had some special items.
"Sir, please get on the other side of the counter." Oh,
just
so
gonna,
you're sitting on the counter. Okay,
No.
you're on his side of the counter.
Yes, I'm on his side of the counter.
All right. So his little stick has this little pointer finger hand on the end of it, and he has put it at the very tip of your nose, and it's kind of like pushing you back with it.
No, I don't think he can reach my nose.
It's on a stick, and he's
He didn't say
sitting
how
on a giant chair.
long his stick was.
You said that you had some special items. Did you not?
You literally just saw me sell one. Are you near of sight?
That's the best you have.
No. Now please, sir, on the other side of the counter. This is staff only.
Don't piss off the short little man.
But you are over there with the staff, and he points to the stick.
Yes. I hold the staff, therefore I'm on this side of the counter. And the people I employ.
I understand.
And I don't remember hiring such a large man such as yourself, sir. Please. On the other side. And he's waving the stick around like it is part of his hand, and he's gesturing with it. I will do business with whomever I wish. I would request that you respect my establishment's rules on the other side, and I will sell you whatever you wish to buy that I have for sale.
Well, after this disappointing show of him not having anything I'm interested in, I'm going to turn
Maybe ask
around
him.
and I don't know what I'm looking for. That's why I was just hoping to see special items. I don't know.
And the rubber
And I'm just gonna look at I'm gonna
Room.
very slowly walk around the counter to get out from behind it and just kind of look at everything I possibly can that's behind it.
Okay, there's not really stuff stored behind him. There's stuff stored around the rest of the store. There's a
Well,
number
whether it's
of
money or whatever.
so there's gloves, there's capes, there's shirts, there's lighter armors that are more cloth based. There are a few ones that look like they're made a bit out of leaves and leather.
I don't suppose they have a headband of intellect.
You could ask.
Tread wouldn't know what that is.
There are several headbands and headdresses. It seems as
I'm
if
gonna
this
go
is a
find Dave
okay.
wander stuff.
What did you just do?
I went to find Davey because he wandered off. So I wandered off.
Well, fine then. If you don't want to buy anything. You, sir, Mr. Scaly Man,
Yes.
do you wish to buy anything of mine? Everything is for sale in this store. Except me.
What do you have that is magical?
All of this is magical.
Is there anything that could make someone smarter or better at playing a musical instrument?
Let me check. Okay, he goes around. He climbs down the stairs of his little chair, and you can hear the swishing and the swooshing of him checking all over all the things. And you see the little pointer finger hand go up and like part the thing to look around to see what it is.
I don't believe there's an actual item that improves charisma, other than like the book. But I am aware of the tome or of the headband.
Yes, here. He takes down a rather nice looking headband and says, "This will make you smarter. Or at least make you
Well-
think you're smarter."
Will it work on my head?
As long as it fits.
May I try it on?
Yes.
And I just set it on top of my head because there's really nowhere to put it on.
Well, you see, Mr. Lizard Man, Mr. Scaly, it takes a while for it to have an effect. So, unless you wish to sit here for 30 or 40 minutes, I'm sure it will work. Everything here does.
Even if I can't use it, one of my friends probably could. How much is it?
It is roughly a whopping price of 7,000 gold.
I believe that sounds reasonable. I think we have that much, right? I'm pretty sure we have a crap ton.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
When
so
I first
will...
got in here, you guys said you had over 200,000 gold.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that
I'm going to do it.
there was an equal
Okay,
amount of
yeah.
that was also in platinum. That was not including
Oh,
the
God.
platinum.
Yeah, I'm going to... I'll pay it. Thank you, small soft skin.
You're welcome, large leather skin. He hands over. You have a headband of intellect now, and several thousand gold later.
Is it just me who forgets everything I've ever wanted to buy in D&D the moment we enter a store?
Oh,
No, that's not just you.
I also wanted to ask if he had any additional insignia of claws, or a better one, or something like that, because that's the only other magical item I could possibly use. Ooh, or a ring of spell storing.
Hmm.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Those are the only things I can think of.
A ring of spell storing or an insignia of claws.
Yes.
I
I already have one insignia of claws, but if I could get like an improved one or like a second one or something.
Huh.
Sorry.
Ha. Huh. Nope.
And I will try to attune to the headband.
He does not have any insignia of claws, unfortunately.
That's okay.
He says, I really don't do with rings. Gloves, headbands, clothing of all sorts is more of my purview.
Thank you. I appreciate your help.
So, you sit there thinking very hard in the corner of the street, the bearded dragon.
Yeah, I'm following everyone else as they look for things.
So you just see Tread just like pouting in the back. Like he's thinking really hard with the headband on.
Sweating over it too.
Just sitting on top of my head like it's literally just sitting there.
Yeah, it looks like a stiff wind will blow it off, but it doesn't seem to be moving. Do, do, do. All of a sudden, it's like the light has broken through the clouds. Tritskala, your intelligence has increased.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
The predatory hunger has slightly subsided, but it still lurks in there. And only now is the mind of an apex predator.
No. That's what I'm scared of.
Congratulations, Tritskala. You now have an intelligence of 19, which I think improves your
my
score
God,
by
this is
10.
great.
Oh my
It does.
shit!
It went
Jesus.
from a -1 to a +4.
Jesus.
But it's only as long as I wear the headband. It stops as soon as I take it off. It's not a permanent thing. Unless you rule it permanent.
It is as
On
permanent
the
as you're attuned to it. Yeah. So yeah.
That is-
Somebody else to put it on and attune to it.
Trent's eyes go wide.
Come again.
I understand everything.
He stands up a little straighter too. It's weird.
Well then. I don't even know.
This was a joke for so long, and now it's real.
Wow.
Oh, good lord.
Now I can command the raptors like a proper army.
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
This is the best.
what are you guys looking? Are you looking for anything else?
Do I find anything in my wandering?
Roll me a 1d100.
Like I'm staying in this district, sort of within. I guess I shot at the store, but just he got bored. He got real bored.
Okay, in your wanderings, you find this crooked little old man. Hey, Sonny, you look like you're a sharp one.
Are you blind, sir?
Just in this eye.
That explains it.
You want to know? He looks around. Some magic?
I'm not too good with magic.
Oh, I'll get better at it.
No.
Oh, that's a pity.
Thank you for the offer, though, sir.
You're welcome.
Does he just wander off then?
What's that behind your ear?
What?
Your ear. What's that behind it?
He reaches behind his. I reach behind my ear.
And you feel like there's a coin there.
Okay. I see what the coin is.
There's nothing in there. It says, but I got your ear. And it looks like there's a human ear in his hand.
Wait, what? Touches his ear to make sure it's still there.
It's not.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sir, can I have that back, please?
Oh, how much is it worth to you?
Is his ear bleeding?
No,
It's just gone?
it's just gone.
Oh my god, it's great.
Oh no.
I don't really got anything.
Oh, I'm sure there's something. Perhaps some gold, and the gold coin appears in his other hand.
No.
No gold? Copper, perhaps? Silver?
Gonna look in his bag. Oh, I do have 1 gold.
Oh, you mean this gold? And he moves his hand again, and now he holds both the ear and that gold that was in the pocket in one hand.
Just looks in his pocket again. What? You're really good at that.
Yes, you want to be really good at it too.
Nah, I'm good.
You see, he looks a little defeated. Well, he snaps his fingers. I got your other ear, but I gave you the other one back. Then he snaps his fingers again, and he's just got the gold in his hand. Thanks for the gold, though.
What? I touch my ears to make sure they're both there.
They're both there.
Okay. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess thanks for the show.
You're welcome.
Just wave, like, okay, bye.
He waves and he totters off very, very hurriedly down the street.
He just like blinks, like, okay, that happened.
At this point, Brock
And make
finds
his
him.
way back to the store. Wait, Brock was looking for me?
Brock walked off after being bored, not being able to know what he wants to buy, and not being able to find it.
So we both just got bored, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of run into each other.
Oh, hey. Did the count make your head hurt too? No? Okay.
Oh God.
Did the count make your head hurt too?
Wait, did the counter make my head hurt?
The counting, because Trade was like counting a lot, and there's too many
No.
numbers.
No, I can count. I just, out of character, I went and got some popcorn.
Brock just suddenly
That could be in character too.
Brock just somehow has popcorn, and it's just like a huge bowl of it, and he's just got it with him.
Where'd you get that?
I made it
What?
out of thin air.
What? Can you do magic? 'Cause I just met someone that can do real good magic.
I can do magic.
What kind?
The magic kind.
Yeah,
What-
what
what-
kind of magic? And there's the little
Kind of.
wrinkly old man's like right by your knee.
Oh, he's the one that did the magic. As he points to the old man.
Yeah. Hi.
There's an old man.
Yeah.
At your
The old man
knee.
looked like
He's crooked.
at my.
He's crooked. He's bent over. He's probably slightly taller than Greer, but he's human. and he's got this long, wispy white beard, and he's bald on top.
Don't be knocked to the
What's your
bald
name,
people.
sir?
My name? I don't have a name. Maybe I'll have your name. What's your name?
Everybody has a name. What's your name?
They called me the old man. You see, I'm old, and I'm a man. I think it works the best that way.
Well, then you can call me young man.
All right,
'Cause
I'm
I'm
young
young
man
and
now.
I'm a man.
Would you want to be an old man?
Do I want to be an old man?
Would you
No.
want to be? Oh, that's unfortunate. You can get a lot of information as an old man. People think you're crazy, and they don't pay attention to you. But you can listen and know their secrets. And he waves his fingers mysteriously under his chin at you.
Okay. Quick question. Are we still in the store?
No, you are
No.
out in the street.
Random ass old man.
Mhm.
Yeah. What kind of things have you learned today, old man?
Well, I learned that I got people's ears real good. I also know that he kind of looks around. They got a metal man in the church north of the crucible.
They got a metal man in the church.
Yeah.
Which church is that?
Oh, the big one. There's only
big
real one official church here. Everywhere else is just like little temples. But only one place called the church.
Cool. Want some popcorn?
Yes, please. And you look, and he has your bowl of popcorn.
Hey,
You offered.
I said some popcorn, not the whole thing. And I grab it back.
Mm. He lets you take it.
So he's real good at magic. I didn't even see him do that.
You have a good day. And
You
I'm looking
too.
like I am as I stuff my face with popcorn.
He just gives a little wave and kind of chuckles as he skitters down the road again.
Come on, Davey. Let's find the rest of the group.
Oh, are they still in the store? Is he done counting yet?
Probably not.
So you guys come
Fine.
back to the store, and most of everyone else is there, and Tretskala's standing very uprightly. His balance seems perfect, and he's looking out at everything with intelligence in his eyes.
For the first time.
Oh no.
He's looking in the same direction.
Fred,
He is.
how wrong with you?
I have purchased this headband, and it has given me intelligence far beyond my original capabilities.
You realize when you take that off, you're gonna be confused, right?
Yes. That is why I will not take it off.
Precious.
What's it like
Anyway.
being smart?
I met an
Eye-opening.
old man in the street. Said there was a metal man in a castle. Or
Church.
in a church.
Check
Oh, he
that
said-
out after.
The church. Said every other place around here is just a temple, but it's the church.
I don't really know the difference.
That
Well,
sounds
one's bigger than the
interesting.
other.
One's what?
Bigger.
Oh. Okay. Just shrugs, accepts that answer. Are we done shopping
Where
and,
did you-
and more importantly, are we done counting?
Where did you find that popcorn? And yes, I am done counting.
I got it from a street vendor.
What, you said you made it?
He gave you a bowl?
I bought the bowl.
Ah, I see.
So,
Where are the
let's go
others?
check out the blacksmith.
I'm here with all the money, and they are shopping. So, I think we need to find the others.
So
Go check out the blacksmith.
Gimli just kind of comes up, takes Tread by the hand, and leads him toward the blacksmith's place.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You
What
do
is
not
the
need to guide me.
score now?
I have newfound intelligence. It is 19.
Oh, I was just trying to be
Oh,
friendly.
jeez.
It went from a 9 to a 19.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Jesus.
It has
Also,
given me complete understanding of the common tongue.
Oh god.
Uh,
As
So you know what sex is now.
The question is, will this come with greed, and we have to keep our money ourselves now?
No.
So smart, not greedy.
Yeah.
The
He
money
only
can
was
be used to
greedy
help us
before because
all.
He didn't understand the value of money.
I understand the value of money, I just don't need it as much as the rest of us do. I have already spent my share. It is time to help the others do the same.
All I need is a dire flail, and I'm good.
I honestly don't know what I need.
You need Jesus.
Okay,
I-
so
I know
Jesus,
much
don't
now,
want
but
to
I am
hear
not
it.
aware what this
What did I
Jesus
say
is.
for it?
right, so
need pay
Can't even-
more.
I wanted to buy before.
So you're in the blacksmith shop. Blacksmithy. It is woefully inadequate in your eyes, Grimly, to any dwarven smithy ever. But it is run by a couple of humans and some halflings. And they're doing their best. Probably.
Good day to you. I was wondering if you wouldn't happen to have a dire flail.
Dire flail. And you see him just like stroking where his beard should be, but there's no beard. Yes, I'm sure we can make one. He looks over to a halfling and make me an insight check.
Oh, this could be awesome.
He absolutely knows what a dire flail is. No doubt in your mind.
So how long would it take you to make such a big weapon?
Oh, that much material? Maybe a week or 3? Half up front.
Can I insight that?
If you wish to insight.
I could make one faster.
These are high quality materials. He's selling for time to figure out whatever the hell a dire flail is, but he's sure he probably can make something like it. But yeah, he'll need the money up front.
He does not know what it is, but he can probably make it if he figures it out.
Two-handed grip, chain, big spiky ball on the end.
Ah, yes, I'm very familiar with big spiky balls.
I bet you are.
You want to find out?
Our soft skin
I got
testicles
it for
spiky.
you right here.
Generally not in my experience. Not naturally, anyway.
I do not have experience with this kind of thing. I am not aware.
I know this great place down over in the Wells. That'll help you out with that if you want. I can give you the address.
I am fine, thank you.
But yeah, if you can give me a rough sketch, I can probably pound it out in a week or 2. Either way.
Very well. And do you have any paper? And charcoal stick?
Yeah. And he goes over and he brings out this kind of half-assed looking parchment, and he's got a little bit of charcoal. So, yeah, there you go.
A little sketch picture of a dire flail.
Okay.
Don't make me roll some kind of artistic check or some bullshit.
No, I was gonna say you probably would know how to do that because
Make it have
I mean,
a smiley
it might be
face.
beautiful, but you can get the fucking idea across.
yeah. I just keep thinking of that mace at the beginning of Lord of the Rings. Right now, whenever
Bronze
the,
mace?
Oh God.
yeah. But yeah, you sketch out a decent a decent sketch of it, and he's like, yeah, I can make that if you allow some artistic license.
Like what kind?
Oh, just like what the finished product looks like. It'll look generally like this, but embellishments.
It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a big ball of iron on a chain, some spikes on it, good to go.
Mm-hmm. But think of it. Something. All right.
Simple. Crush enemies' heads, gets bloody. Don't really have to care about ruining gold or silver or anything like that.
Oh, I wasn't putting gold and silver on a weapon. I'm thinking motifs, man. Motifs.
Fine. Aranis' fist on the side. That would be enough.
All right. He marks it down. Now, about that half up front.
How much?
I'm thinking all this material, the unfamiliarity with it, how much time I'm going to have to take away from my other duties in order to take care of this. I'm thinking 15 up front. 1,500. Gold.
Oh, you're being serious.
Yeah.
Well, considering something similar to that costs 25 gold. I think you're trying to screw me over.
If you don't want it to be extra good and, masterwork quality, fine. You can get a boring big old flail.
Once again, if it smashes an evildoer's head in, I don't care what it looks like.
Alright, he goes into the bag, he comes out with this iron bar. There you go. That'll be 25.
In figuration, I asked. You know what? Never mind. I can make something better than you can. I'll walk out of the store.
Why are all my NPCs assholes?
Freudian slip, maybe?
Because that's what we deserve.
You're right, Brock.
Ouch.
He's not wrong.
You're right, Brock.
That's fair.
I am going to ask around to see if there are any competent smithies in this city.
Nope.
We'll probably all lead you back to that one.
Even with that low investigation, most people tell you that a lot of the metal work here is done in the Crucible. And it's not really one of those places you go in and say, hey, I want to buy some stuff. It's more of like, I send in a request form and one of a number of items is paid.
Would they allow someone to use their forge?
Oh, hell no.
Are they dwarves?
No. They're,
Damn.
according to the people you talk to, they're run by people who work for other people who make important stuff.
Anyone besides those two groups? The morons over here and the really awesome professionals.
You get this, like my brother kind of does a little bit on the side. He might be able to make you something. Just give him enough
I'll go
time.
around
I'm not
asking
paying
as well.
1,500 for fucking base weapon.
Used to it was base.
I was gonna say I know why it's that much.
Yes.
What do you think, Tread?
I believe the amount of time it would take may not be worth it, but I do not believe he was trying to overcharge you, at least not too much.
I don't think we're gonna be here in 2 to 3 weeks when this thing gets done.
Yeah,
My
that was
point
my
exactly. Otherwise, it seemed like a relatively fair deal. But that is a long time for us to be sitting around waiting. We have work to do.
Yeah, that's what my problem was. I could make one in probably an afternoon if I could get my hands on a forge.
It is interesting being the one people come to for questions now.
Why not like buy the stuff for it and then use their forge?
Because after I insulted them, they won't let me.
I'm
You could apologize.
See, this is why I was taught you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
I understand what that means now.
Yeah, but if you're a subpar smith, I mean, you know, I calls it like I sees it.
You gotta start somewhere.
It is near impossible for humans to reach the level of dwarves, but they seemed at least competent by human standards.
God damn it.
What?
My light blew out.
Oh. So are we done shopping yet?
Oh, since I can't find a good smith, yes.
I'm real bored.
Congratulations, you've eaten up most of the day.
We should have split up. I ain't been doing shit.
My apologies, Davey.
What do you want to do then?
if it's getting late, it's time to go see your boy.
We gotta go like do the other stuff, right? As he looks to Greer.
Are there more contacts we can find before we go to meet Yboye?
Didn't you just say something there was about a metal man in a church?
Yeah.
Some old man.
Yes, but we have more pressing matters at the moment. We could look into that later.
Oh yeah.
Unless
That
we have
kinda
time to do
reminds-
that as well.
What
Just
was
remember, there's an old man in.
underneath
Oh, there's a metal man in a big church. The church.
Let us go get something to eat and then go see your boy. I'll get some more information from contacts later on. But I think we should check on the church because Metal Man makes me think of what was underneath the last.
Sorry, that
place
was
we
a
were at.
voluntary. Okay, no.
Randomly historic thing.
Yeah, it was a voluntary one because I have something written in my notes, but Davey doesn't remember. So no.
Yes, let's get some food. I am very hungry.
Hopefully for something other than people.
There are other substitutes, yes.
Trey just like licks his
the real
lips at you.
question. That's the real question here. Did intelligence make him civilized?
Oh god, no.
It probably should have, actually.
He's
I
grown
am
up
still a
on
member of my culture.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing it didn't. He probably doesn't care. Because now he's so
I
intelligent.
do not go out of the way to kill sentient beings and eat them, but if they are dead, I will eat them, because that is my people's way.
For now.
Yes, Skull Cow, for now.
Let's go, let's go.
Okay, so you
Yes,
guys
let's get some food. I am famished.
All right, let's.
I did not know that word an hour ago.
Oh. How am I this has so much potential and so much danger in it at the same time. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
It is.
All right. So you guys find a couple of food stalls. They do seem to be selling something akin to lobster and some snails as
Sold.
well.
Sold. On both.
Okay.
They're crunchy.
Damn.
They're crispy
Mm,
and salty.
delicious.
And they're served with a very thick white sauce on the side.
Sure, gravy.
It's mayo.
Okay, that's weird because I've never thought of mayo as a sauce before, but you're right. It's a sauce.
I've seen it referred to as dressing, and that's just weird,
Yeah.
especially when it's in a jar.
Oh.
There's a difference between mayo and salad dressing.
Not to my taste buds. It's all creamy and whipped on my stuff.
Miracle Whip is salad dressing.
Ranch dressing is mostly mayonnaise.
Miracle Whip is fucking gross.
I've eaten both. Anyway, getting off of that,
Right.
off that hill. So you guys enjoy your dinner, and you make your way. Are you guys making your way out to Yboye?
We don't have
Yeah.
time to.
I figured.
How much?
All right. So, for just point of reference, we're just gonna say this building is the one.
Which one?
Yeah, we'll go with this one. This one, large and in charge by itself.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to
I wasn't
highlight
zoomed
that.
out enough. Sorry. Ah.
And who's playing?
Well, I guess I have to make a
Okay,
performance
Jethro,
check
don't
now.
do that.
Hey!
Stop.
You get the equivalent of Darude Sandstorm, for some reason.
Beer's bobbing his head along
I
to
haven't
it.
heard that song in so long.
You see him
On a
bobbing his
flute,
head,
that's
throwing,
amazing.
shadowboxing punches.
Okay. You
My
make your
technique has vastly improved.
okay. So you make your way to the larger farmstead, the Fields Life Aloe. The small wall, the walls around it are slightly broken, but still defensible, and part of the roof seems to have caved in, and looks like it has been burned at some point in the past. You come up to the sturdy front gates, and as you approach, they open, and Pulke peeks his little teddy bear head out and goes, "Hi. He's waiting for you." And he opens the door with a bit of a struggle because they are very thick
I'll help
doors.
him. I'll help him.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Inside, there's a couple of ruined wagons of varying degrees of complexity, and the windows are mostly broken out on the building. And you see a couple of the refugees who you recognize as your traveling companions kind of milling around, cooking what appears to be their own very late dinner. The sky above is clear and filled with stars, and the sun carefully slips below the horizon as you begin to settle in for the night, for whatever awaits you within this strange house, for whatever strange purpose your boy has called you for. I can't help but smile every time I say his name, and I hate it, but I love it.
Real quick, Poke reminds me of Chicken Chaser.
A little bit. But for those of you who don't know, Chicken Chaser is a character in one of the games we don't stream that bugs Lara for her wolfiness. Anyway,
Yes, it's another campaign where I'm playing another fucking wolf, basically.
pretty much.
And whose fault is that?
Mine.
Hey, I want to play another rogue.
And I want to
I've
play a
already got
bard.
name picked out. I've already got a name picked out and everything.
Well, there
I've
is
never
the,
played the rogue or monk.
there is an option for that coming up whenever I figure out how to get those maps done. Anyway, so as you enter in to the burned out homestead, you're ushered into a long hall that looks like it would have doubled as both a living area and an eating room. So a living room and dining room combined. It fills most of one side of the house, and it gives you kind of the feeling as if you were in a church, like with the pews removed. And sitting cross-legged on the farther end is Yboye, Leaping Frog, with 3 fires going around him. There's one on either hand, and there's like one in front of him that casts his shadow across the wall behind him, making it seem larger than life, but he is very clearly lit. And you can also see that there are 2 other shadows from each of the other fires. It looks as if there's 3 large cat people on the walls. And he just kind of sits there, his eyes closed. He kind of wrinkles his snout a little bit, and his tail whips slowly back and forth behind him. The large feather boa-like appendage just going. One of his ears twitch, and you hear him. I hear you are here.
You hear correct?
See what you did that. I see what you did there.
He slowly blinks open his big feline eyes. Please come, sit, and listen to the tales of yesteryear.
Davey
I'll take a sip.
enthusiastically goes over.
Switched helmets.
So you're sitting there with a pot on your head?
I think that's a yes.
Okay. All right. The tale I wish to tell happened many seasons ago, far beyond my lifetime, but their tales have been handed down to me to preserve, and I wish to share them with you as I believe they will help you in your quest. You know, it takes him a while always to get into the story a little bit. The one who traveled with you, his beard and his eyes tell a great story. He carries a sword with him that talks to him in his sleep. You know this man, do you not?
Yes.
This man comes to me, asks me for advice. He does not feel that his current quest is being fulfilled, and he has decided that it has taken him far to the lands of the east in order to resolve the conflict that brought him back from beyond the veil of death. As of this, I do not know if he will return to you in this life or the next, but it is his choice. I do believe that you will need one as strength as his, but as I look before me, I see great strength in various forms. The tale brings us back before the mountain, the one south of here. What name do you give this mountain, O potted one?
We call it North Spire.
A name befitting the land from which you come. But which way is north to us in this land?
Be further up.
Correct.
But I was taught that this doesn't exist.
And as such, the large spike that is that mountain, to us is known as the Mountain of Brass. The Mountain of Brass was forged into the hearts of the earth and brought up to divide 2 brothers who were fighting for millennia. They formed 2 houses and they fought each other for years after that. getting in those who are not of their blood in order to join in the shedding thereof. You know the symbols of these two brothers, as they are mirror images of each other in color and in form. Your bearded friend wears one on his chest when he can, and serves the southern brother. When their conflict grew too great, the mountain of brass was brought from the heart of the earth to divide the two nations, for that is what they had become. And before this time, the land of Gant Evoes, and land which you call Sarand, were but one massive plain, with undulating fields and many a forest. After this change, the lands became separate, and because of this, they developed their own identities, formed by the conflict of those two brothers. But even before all of that, things were built inside the mountain of brass. Things of power, things that should not be. And as such, their creators realized their mistake and set to rectify it, but their destruction came upon them swiftly, and they were not able to fully complete the destruction of their own creations. However, their creations they have set far and wide across this land and up above within the stars, and as he waves his hands, you see within the three shadows, stars appear. And it looks like you're looking out into the night sky. Deep within the stars, there is held men and creatures far beyond our wildest dreams. One such has traveled, against his will, to this city, over the mountain of brass, and he is held captive within a church within the walls of the city. I believe this lies your next path, and within such, the secrets will be revealed to you. In regards to your benefactor, O potted one, he eyes you very closely, and he sees this metal man as a mockery of himself, though not an adversary. Tread carefully with this one, and tread carefully with those who benefit you. For not always is our purpose in line with theirs, or your purpose in line with his. So says Yboye, Leaping Frog of the Hidden Bogs clan. And he closes his eyes and kind of sinks back into his squat. Or not squat, his cross-leggedness.
After a pause, Davey does like a little clap.
As does Greer.
He just kind of bobs his head in recognition, not opening his eyes.
His stories roll so good.
Was really good.
So, I'm pretty sure even I can figure out we gotta go to that church.
Ew.
Church? What church?
So you told
Right.
remember?
Like, wait.
What are you daydreaming?
Wait, we're going there for a rescue mission? No, I was listening to the story.
What story? Nobody was telling a story.
You gotta listen to your elders.
You asleep?
No. I know there was a story. I'm fucking. Oh man.
I know you are. Davey's stupid. Just thought I'd remind you.
I know. That's why I'm messing with you. And then Ty, so like, were you asleep?
Anyway.
Do
So
not
we
divide
got-
yourselves with conflict, for you face much of it in the future.
Should we go tonight?
Your path is your own, although it may be planned out ahead before you even realize it. Do not
That's
sigh me,
sad.
young one. And he points unerringly at Brock without opening his eyes.
What did I do?
You were disrespecting me in your mind.
He did say that you sighed, and you did. I mean, he
was a
said what you
yawn.
did.
Thanks for these instructions, you boy.
That is an even greater sign of disrespect.
Well, I can't
You know,
help
maybe
it.
we should go into the church tonight. There might be less people.
That is true. Fewer civilian
He's
casualties.
But are we going in for a rescue mission? At this point?
I don't think so.
My
I
benefactor
guess we'll
did
find out
consider who this
what
was
happens
an
when we
enemy.
get there.
Yeah. One at a time, please.
Greer, you go first.
We'll find out what's going to happen once we get in there. Just be prepared for whatever we need to do. Either rescue them or take them out.
Lundgren, speak your piece.
I was just gonna say, basically what Greer said. It's like, if my benefactor doesn't consider him an enemy, maybe we can just see what he has to say once we get there.
And if not, we should be ready for a fight anyway.
Yes,
I'm always ready for a fight.
as we know.
As am I.
As you guys hear Greer's fists bang together and you hear little metal tings. Yes.
Ding.
Okay, well,
I think I'm slowly figuring out that the world is full of stubborn cows everywhere.
There's a cowbell in the distance.
how dare you disrespect the cow?
Sacred
Do
cow.
not disrespect Skull Cow.
Skull cow, skull cow.
Not disrespecting it. I'm just saying, be wary to be stepped
I
on.
know. I know. I was jesting. Ha ha ha.
Difficult to get used to that. First,
David just hops up
go.
and is already going out the door. Come on, let's go. Tired of sitting around.
How big are the streets?
The streets are decent sized. There's either it's,
Like, could a cart or a bunch of horses run down all the way through the city?
through certain aspects of it, yes, but not necessarily all of them. You
If
have-
we wish to get there faster, I could conjure some mounts and we could ride.
Okay.
How many of us are there?
How fast are they?
Well, let's see.
There's Grimly, there's Greer, there's Brock, there's Davy, there's
Six?
Tret. Yeah, 6.
Okay.
Is that
So,
enough?
It just depends what level I'll have to cast the spell. Just checking real quick.
Yes, use all
If
your
you-
high level spells.
I can do- I can do 8 1/4 challenge rating. So 1/3 level should do it.
If you want, you can do one. Because does it add 2 more per level? I don't know how the spell
In all
works.
truth, Greer and Grimly could probably ride a horse together, even though they won't like it.
I mean, that's the only level I can cast it. I can't cast it any lower than that.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
So I believe that includes horses. Let me check real quick. Sorry. It's a good thing I have D&D Beyond up.
Which we're not sponsored by.
Hashtag
I hope
not sponsored.
we're not sponsored
Hashtag
by.
not sponsored. Hashtag could be sponsored.
If you want to, hit me up.
Nudge. To the no people.
Yeah.
Someday, though. And then the fan art will be admissible in court.
Amazing.
I'm looking forward to that Rule 34 Davy X Brock art.
Oh god.
It's eventually
I could summon us giant owls and we could fly there.
Works for me.
What?
Right?
I ain't never flown before.
You just have to hold on. And the owl will do the rest.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals at 3rd level and summon. I can do 8. Can I just do 6 giant owls?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna summon 6 giant owls.
The other 2 are set into almost infinite number of slightly smaller owls.
You know, if we do get Rule 34 art, there's probably gonna be Greer and Mia Moira.
Yeah.
Why not giant Gandalf style?
Ah, yes, giant eagles. So there's large.
I think giant eagles are too high a CR for me to summon.
Darn you levels. Anyway, so large owls are summoned into the courtyard, and you get on their backs and fly up into the night sky. Tonight's not clear, though. It's overcast. It's starting to rain a little bit as you fly over to where you understand the church to be, which, for our great reference point, is the yellow square. Right over here.
I just looked it up, by the way. I could summon 2 giant eagles or 8 giant owls. So,
Quantity over quality. I get it. So, as you fly over the city, it seems very dark and overcast. There's still some lights going on in the crucible, and even from this distance, you can hear the pounding of metal. You land in the courtyard in the center of the kind of plaza that has the church in it. There's no one really around. The rain seems to have driven almost everyone inside. You dismount, and there's already puddles of water collecting around. It kind of sucks. It's wet and uncomfortable. But the doors are immaculately carved and tall enough that even someone taller than Mia Moira could even enter them.
if only she were here.
Indeed.
So, what are you doing?
Do we just walk in?
Or should we try to take a stealthy approach?
Use stealth.
Greer was kind of shocked that Tread Scholar said that. He's like, oh, wait. You have more intelligence now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
I have a spell that can make us more stealthy. That will not cost me anything. If we would like to take a stealthy approach.
good idea.
Well, maybe we should go around the building, see what else, see if there's any other doorways or anything.
That sounds like a
I'm
good
guessing
idea.
The big door they would notice opening.
I do feel like that door would make a sound.
Okay.
You're gonna walk over to the side and look down one side of the church, see if there's any doors over there.
There's a door, a smaller one, in the back.
Everyone stay within 30 feet of me, and I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
All of us. For free with the staff.
Low
I
price.
will-
No.
I'll take the point and try and go up and open up the door.
Okay, let's all roll me some
Once
stealth
everything's in
checks.
plus 10. It's a good thing I had a plus 10.
Yep.
Yep, I know it's coming.
That's still a 14, though.
But it's an hour. God damn it, Colonel.
Grimly just disappears into the shadows. I am the night.
31.
Okay.
At least I got
That-
a 19.
That probably counteracts my nat one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And everyone else is technically everyone's over 10 because of the
Yep.
Pass without a trace.
No one seems to notice you as you slip over to the door. It is a human-sized door.
Davey, stop humming.
What?
You're humming as you sneak. That defeats the purpose.
Oh shit. I'm not used to this.
That's
It's
all right.
I try the door. Is it?
I'll
now
still
he's
look
holding
up
his
the
breath until he can't breathe anymore. Then he takes a deep breath again. And that continues while we stealth.
The door is locked.
I've got a blacksmithing hammer I can break it open with.
Ain't that gonna be loud though?
I can turn into a small animal and go through the keyhole.
Yes,
Sounds
do
like a
that.
better option.
I'd take all the fun out of it.
It's fun for me.
So
have-
you
Yeah.
turn into a gerbil and never mind.
I was gonna say
I'm
we
gonna
just
use one wild shape and turn into an ant and sneak through the door
Jesus.
keyhole.
okay.
And
Davey
it's
sees
a
that,
scaly
he-
ant.
When Davey sees that, he just stops moving because he's afraid he's gonna step on him.
I hope you do that really close to the door, otherwise it's gonna take you a while.
I had my hand on the door when I cast it. I'm smart now.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
so
shit, yes, he is.
it feels like hours to you in ant form, but it's probably only a minute or so. You crawl underneath the door into the other side.
You know what the best part is? I still have my intelligence as an ant.
Da 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 da. You're like running at top speed. It's like measured in inches.
Mhm.
So like somebody running at 35 to 60 miles an hour is just like you going full out for a couple inches.
Phrasing.
Anyway. So you're on the other side of the door.
Do I see anything?
You see the other side of the door, and you see an empty hallway that has some nice low-lit sconces.
Okay. I will drop wild shape and unlock the door and open it.
In like one swift motion, you extrude into your normal size and whip open the door. Everyone else sees a bearded dragon like tread open and is backlit by a bunch of light.
Tread, that's a little bit intimidating.
Thank you.
You're just gonna sneak in around him.
Okay.
Which way does the hallway go? Does it just go one way?
Go straight. And there's two branch offs, one on the right, one on the left, one at the end of the hallway. The one that goes right is somewhere in the middle.
I'm gonna sneak up and kind of peek down the right hallway.
It looks like it leads to some of the offices, if not like some of the clergy chambers of the church.
I'm gonna come back and go. I think if they're gonna keep anybody, it might be downstairs. But
Is anyone still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Because I just heard "but" and then there was a bunch of silence.
Greer's gonna come back and go, yeah, there's the clergy office and some, other offices down there. But I think if they're gonna have somebody in here, it's gonna be down in the basement.
Well, let's go then.
That sounds reasonable.
Are we still sneaking?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty
You
much.
don't need to hold your breath, Davy.
Mm.
All right, you can hold your breath if you want to, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I quietly say to Lundgren, was I that bad?
Sometimes.
Oh my.
It's all the
I am
cringe.
sorry you all had to deal with me for so long.
It's fine.
Congratulations.
So, down the hallway.
I'm the new idiot. Woo!
Congratulations. Years of cringe-worthy actions are now going to haunt Tread at night.
Yep.
So you guys sneak down the hallway. You make your way down the left-hand passage, and you find stairs leading down into the basement.
I'm gonna stay ahead of the group.
All right.
Keep peeking around corners.
You peek down into the basement. It is full of barrels, cobwebs, dust, and boxes.
Well, shit.
Perhaps in a pocket
I don't
dimension,
see-
I don't think anybody can in there.
I don't see any like where there might be a dust has been disturbed or something kind of groove worn into the ground.
Well, you can make me a perception check to see if you see that. If there's
Can I
any-
help?
You may assist him.
Yeah, you get advantage.
There is no dust disturbed, nor place worn into a groove that indicate that someone or something was being stored down here, secretly or openly. It looks like
Well-
storage.
Well, shit. Apparently, my idea sucks.
It was
I
a
don't know where
reasonable
else it'd be.
assumption.
To at least check it out.
Can I make an insight as where it might be in this church since I've been in the city before? And I might have been in this church.
I would say no, because all you told were there was a metal man, akin to Lundgren's benefactor, but that doesn't really tell you where they're keeping him or it.
Oh, hey Lundgren, can you get a hold of your benefactor and ask where it might be?
But I don't often. This isn't really a two-way thing, very much.
Well, that's
Oh,
your
well.
assumption.
Okay, let's go. Let's
What
go.
do you like?
searching around.
Meditate, have a smoke. What do I do?
Greer will sit down and teach him how to meditate.
He used to have a smoke of that dank weed. Contact his page.
Greer will,
Do you
know,
need
tell
some
him
of
to
my
sit
11 herbs and
cross-legged.
spices?
Alright, so you and Lundgren and Gur sit down and begin the arduous process of meditation.
Teaching him how to meditate.
Do we got time for this?
Shh.
I don't think it'll take very.
Okay.
Gur just slaps you as you break the meditation by answering the question.
But without the knuckles.
All right. Make me a charisma saving throw, O Lundgren.
It's
Since
actually
I'm
my
teaching him
good
how to
one.
meditate, can I help?
This is more of a one-on-one thing. So while you're assisting him, this is connecting him to his patron.
Damn.
I don't think he needs it, though.
No.
So for the first time, you've connected with your patron while awake and conscious. You can feel the will source of the power that you have wielded in combat kind of direct an intelligence towards you. You have 2 questions, you feel. Sorry, you may ask 2 questions, is what you feel.
This location of the metal man in this church, and can you tell me or show me?
You get the you get the feeling of like one at a time or none at all.
Come. I got it. I have yours in mine or not.
What?
I cut out again.
I heard yours or mine or not.
Metal man in this church, an ally of yours and mine or not?
You get an ambivalent could be, could not be.
Noise on the line?
No, it's like it could go either way.
That was one question.
Yes, one question.
Good. One more.
All questions must be formed in the form of an answer.
So my patron's Alex Trebek.
Perhaps.
Hey, hey, think of stuff on the fly.
You're the only one that can.
Beep, 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 beep.
Do, 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 do.
All answers must be phrased in the form of a question.
Know that. I'm trying to think.
You don't actually have to ask it in a question or in an answer format.
Don't actually have to.
No, he's just.
You may ask a
He's
question.
messing with you.
I know. I'm trying to think. Question I don't want to ask.
I feel like there's like this really glaringly
DM,
obvious
may
question.
I assist him?
You may.
As you're sitting in your meditation, you can hear his voice, just a small mutter. Where is the metal man in the church?
Okay, fine. The obvious question. Where's the metal man in this church?
You feel a tug as if you're being pulled by the hand, but it's only mentally. And you feel as if you will be led to where he is.
Over my eyes. Okay, Greer, let's go.
I'll sit there and go, okay. You know where to
Everybody
go.
follow me.
Oh, okay.
Through the mental tugging, you follow Lundgren.
Phrasing. Sorry.
You follow Lundgren.
Thank you. I was mute.
You follow Lundgren up through the bowels of the church into the church proper. In the cavernous hall, you see at the far end where the altar is a large metallic-looking, shall we say, cocoon suspended from large chains attached to the walls.
Greer just slightly puts his palm over his face.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of light from the few sconces that are still lit in here, there does not seem to be anyone around.
It's a trap.
The
Okay,
chains,
so
do they look like, are they attached to something that can, like, lower them or at least loosen them so it'll come down to the ground?
It does not appear to be so. It looks like they're securely fastened almost around the cocoon to keep it there.
Well, that's interesting.
yes, it is. Indeed.
Wait, if it's supposedly might be a friend of, or did you tell us anything about what else, the questions you got answered?
My patron said it could go either way. That he
You cut out.
wasn't specific.
I'm guessing you're telling us what your patient said. Yeah, maybe we need to get it open somehow.
Quick question.
Fred,
Ty, do you have your mic like in front of your mouth, or is it more like straight out?
Mike is about 45 degrees in between those 2 points you're mentioning.
So try putting like where your chin is, because I think this might be one of the reasons why you're not being picked up.
How about now?
Sounds clearer for now.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, he tells you what his patron told him.
Which is, I wasn't sure whether this thing would be an enemy or a friend, that it could go either way. And also, oh crap, nobody else can do that, can they? Anybody else here cast Detect Magic?
Detect magic.
Davey just shakes his head. He's still holding his breath every once in a while.
Okay. I guess I have to do it, but I have to do
One
it
sec,
as
let
a
me check.
ritual.
I can detect magic.
Or evil. Evil would work as well.
Detect magic. Or good or evil.
Okay.
Which do you want?
Let's do evil for.
Well, no, it's Divine Sense is just a general. It can detect
No.
celestial, undead, or fiend.
I've got a
fae.
paladin spell, detect evil and good, or detect magic.
I would just use Divine Sense.
Or I could do
Is
that.
there a difference between those two?
Divine Sense doesn't use a spell slot.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
a paladin skill.
Okay, well, don't use the spell slot then.
That's why I was saying.
I would say that.
Okay, until the end of your next, I'm concentrating on this. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location is celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you that's not behind total cover. You also know detect the presence of any place or object that's been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell. Okay, divine sense.
Okay, so this place is obviously consecrated. You sense that very heavily. Everything within 60 feet, there's no fiends, there's no celestials, there's no undead.
So this is a good place.
It's a good place in that it's been hallowed, not necessarily desecrated.
Well, it's a hallowed church. I can't detect anything else.
Church is the holy place, so got it.
How high up is it suspended?
Good 30 feet.
Do the chains look like they have anything locking them in place around the cocoon?
There is one large band of riveted metal, like a single giant handcuff link around the cocoon.
I'd be able to break that. I mean,
I'm not sure I could bend it myself.
What, you
Maybe
need something broken?
point up to the
Can't unlock
band
it.
around it.
Is it? Can I reach it?
You may not be able to.
Greer has an idea. You see Greer reach down and look for a patch, but then stops and goes, rope. Anybody got any rope?
Got magic rope right here.
Okay, toss me up there. I'll let down a rope, and we get the two strong boys down here to try and break it open. Make them climb the rope and
Pretty
get up
yank.
there.
Not to boast or anything, but I'm maxed out on strength as well.
Okay, we get the strong boys up there.
Okay, fine. Stand aside, you lightweights.
We are the buff boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Greer may not be all that strong.
And lizard.
But we know when to strike.
Well, why don't you guys try and pull the chains out of the walls then, if you guys are so strong?
I didn't know that was an option.
Is this a bad church or is this a good church? I've lost track.
From your "it is hallowed," to whom you
Which
don't know.
generally okay, but it generally means good.
Yes. So it's good, but to whom you don't know.
I don't know if damaging this church would be a good thing.
Then let's
Okay,
see if we
so
can,
let's just
you guys can get up there and open up the link holding it in there.
That'll work.
Do you need
Sorry,
me
it
to
just
hop up there?
kind of just
Rope
grates
up there?
against me to desecrate a church.
Greer looks at you and goes, I can understand. If it was a temple or a monastery, I'd be the same way. But somebody toss me up there and I can get the rope up there for you guys.
I'll toss them up there. Would this be acrobatics or animal handling?
This would be athletics.
This all motherfucker.
No, animal
Oh,
handling.
yeah.
For
Athletics.
you, acrobatics for me.
Yeah. Acrobatics to see if you stick the landing.
And
Stick
then
the landing, bitch.
athletics for.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
That's fucking
It's
awesome.
right.
So Greer just leaps
Holy
up,
shit.
Well
up,
then.
grimly like grabs him and tosses him like a javelin. It looks like a Olympic sport has been invented, and Greer just rockets up like Superman at this thing, and then very nimbly catches onto the one of the chains, loops around it a couple times, and then lands on his feet, standing on one of them like it's a tightrope.
impressive.
Take the rope I got from Lundgren and wrap it around so that they can start climbing up.
Oh, start climbing.
You're level 10, aren't you, Greer?
Yes, I am.
You can run up walls.
Yeah, but I didn't want to take the chance of fucking up.
Touche.
But this also could have
At
had the
least getting
chance of
thrown.
fucking up.
At least you can blame somebody else if you get tossed. Okay. All right.
Exactly.
I climb up.
All right. Getting the strong boys up there. You see that there is, in fact, a large riveted piece of steel that goes around and has two links attached on opposite sides of it that lead to the two chains going out to the walls. It almost looks as if this were a giant scroll with a seal around the center.
Okay.
Are you going to try to pull it apart?
Before that, Greer's gonna knock on the shell and say, "Anybody in there?"
No response.
Which
Oh.
one am I pulling? Or is anyone just gonna let me figure it out myself? Because that might take a while.
Greer
Sorry,
will point out the
how
link
does it
for you
work
to
again,
open.
specifically.
What?
What was that, Brocked?
It's like a chain around the building. What is it?
What?
Imagine someone like there's a chain that attaches to the wall. That attaches to one side of a circular unit around a giant metal cocoon. So there's brackets up all on the top of the walls, about midway up the walls of the church, that lead out over to the altar with this thing over it.
Greer will make a point. Grimly, you might want to be able to, if this thing starts falling, get down there and be able to shove it away from the altar. Because I think, wouldn't that be a bad idea to have the altar damaged in a church?
Yeah.
We might want to watch out for that.
Good idea.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna pick a chain and try and pull it apart.
Make me that strength check.
Okay.
Greer will be halfway assisting.
Eh, eh, eh.
Strength check. 18 if he is assisting.
You feel it start to give way, but there's just... It's not there yet.
Brock, come on, I think it needs both of us.
Oh, come on, then.
Once they're up there, Greer's
Get my
gonna
computer to work.
um,
Wait, why are you being dumb?
Greer's gonna jump down and kind of make a lasso or wrap a rope and then jump down around the egg so he can pull it.
Oh man.
So you bend your back to the labor. And you start to pull. I need another set of strength checks from both of you. Both of them have advantage since you're working together. On either side.
Jeez.
18.
Oh.
I would like to position myself under it in case it falls.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And Greer's got a rope and he's got it wrapped around the egg so when it falls he can try and pull it towards him.
Okay. I will also be under it to assist with making sure it.
This is some Three Stooges level stuff, man.
Fuck yes.
We might be able to. The rope is like hundreds of feet long, I think.
Oh, are you talking about the rope of tying?
Like the climbing rope. Yeah, that's I
The-
think
oh,
it's the
rope of-
only rope.
The rope of climbing. That could have gone up and tied itself there. To the chains.
God damn it.
Fucker, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know you have these things.
Hey, you forgot. I didn't. So, it's on you. So, you hear... As the chains break, and it just drops. Brocked in...
Greer tries to pull it quickly.
Brocked and Davey just swing different directions on the chains, and it's like, whee! Oh, crap. I need dex saves from the both of you.
Okay. $13.
Okay, you don't
Whoever
injure
was on
yourself.
the right side, I've got part of the rope still attached to the rope that's going up to the egg.
Alright, Brock still needs to. Do a deck save.
You taking your time, Brock, or did you not hear me?
Sorry, I had to take a pee quick. Like I had to. It was
Deck save.
Yeah, I figured that.
All right, you masterfully stick the landing. It's like, ha! I didn't just almost fall to my death. And Davey, you're like, I'm alive. Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but I'm alive.
I'm okay.
The metallic-looking cocoon, as we have been calling it, plummets.
Right. Stop breathing. Mike.
You're breathing into the mic.
No, sorry.
There to catch it.
All right, it stops before it even impacts the altar and just kind of floats. And then
Okay. And at that, I'm sorry, I gotta go to bed. I'm crashing hard.
All right, man. Have a good
It
night.
knocks Grimly in the head and knocks him out.
Sweet.
Oh God!
Just falls
No.
unconscious while the thing falls towards his head.
It's really impressive that it hit the shorter one in the head, but not the taller one. That is very, very strange.
Oh.
The cocoon floats very carefully down the steps and begins to unfurl. And it's not a cocoon at all. As the feet of the metal man touch the floor, it sinks into a deep crouch. As the metallic
Greer pushes
wings,
Lundgren forward.
Stop. Shush.
as its metallic wings kind of fold back and create a small canopy over it.
Is he moving?
It doesn't seem to be.
Is it
I'm
alive?
gonna pick up a pebble or something from the ground, some kind of small debris, and chuck it in his general direction. Not like
What the hell are you doing?
see if he's alive. Fling.
Name is Lundgren. Can you hear me? Okay.
You don't get a response.
Response.
How far away from you this thing are you?
I would say like 10 feet.
Okay, that's pretty close. That's pretty close.
I think all of us are relatively close.
Greer's
considering-
right up there with Lundgren.
Okay.
Oh, look, that's my throw.
Are you tossing something at it or around it?
In his general area to see if he responds, but not like at him.
Wouldn't that just be dexterity, not a save?
That'll just be a dex check.
Okay, it's exactly the same, but okay.
We're blessed with godlike reflexes in D&D, unlike some people I know.
I am blessed with godlike everything except for intelligence and wisdom.
And that leads
Okay.
us to the Rule 34 art. Anyway. You toss a... We'll call it a pebble, for lack of a better term, and it just clatters across the floor of the church.
Wrapped between his legs.
Greer will slowly walk up without his wet claws out, and he's gonna get close and just tap their leg. Are you alive?
Suddenly, magical runes appear on the forearms, the chest, and the face of the creature. The face being very neutral, like someone tried to build a human face without any true distinction to it.
Greer jumps back. Oh shit.
Okay then.
Yes?
I was just gonna say, can you hear me now?
You kind of hear, like, what we would assume as metal shutters rising as its eyelids open. And there's a flicker of light where the eyes are. And it stands up. Its wings pulled behind it. It stands, shoulders squared, and looks out directly ahead of it, then slowly takes in the surroundings, coming to rest on the pot-headed man.
Yes. Oh, name is Lundgren. You can hear me now.
It nods its head slowly.
How we got here really doesn't matter. Who I am really doesn't matter either. I just want to know, have you been here for long, and who do you serve?
I have been here for several days. Perhaps a month. A month I have been here. As to who I serve only my creators.
Okay. Who are your creators?
That is not for you to know.
Why were you sent here?
I was sent here to guide the relics. I was sent here to destroy some of them.
It kind of looks around. To give you a scale, Brock, how close are you to this thing?
10 feet-ish.
Okay. Even at this distance, you can tell at that 10 feet distance that if you were toe-to-toe with this thing, it would be several feet taller than you.
So it is large.
Yes.
Okay.
What type of relics, and do you need assistance finding them?
Its eyes snap to Treadscala.
The relics, some of them you know. An orb.
And it creates like an orb shape with its hand, as if it's like plucking a fruit. I'm calling on your long-term memory, Craig.
If he doesn't remember that, I do.
I'm wondering if he's even here because he hasn't.
He very well might be able to do a good history.
Sorry,
check
I
to see
was
if he remembers
muted.
it.
I was responding. Yeah, the orb I destroyed like forever ago.
Yes. Yes.
The throne of omens still exists. It must not. Is that clear?
Is. Know where the other orbs are so that we could go destroy them ourselves?
I know of two, but they were destroyed in the crash of the Shadar. However, 3 others still exist.
I should actually check my notes to see if that's accurate. Bum 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 bum. That's the wrong one. That is important information, but that's not what I'm looking for. Bum bum bum. Yeah.
3 others still exist.
This Shadar, what was that?
The Shadar was...
What was the... Oh.
The Shadar was a Githzerai combat vessel.
a vessel, like a ship or a boat.
Correct. Something similar to your boat. Similar to one of the airships known as the Onyx Feldspar.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting some.
I gather
That-
you are familiar with this vessel.
Are. Does that mean these these orbs, are they in other boats like the Shadar was?
No,
boat?
they are not. Many are within their sacred holdings where they were planted for safekeeping. Your interference with them, particularly the interference by Soronicus, has created an imbalance. An imbalance we seek to set right.
You know, you know that the other three exist because you were created to sense that they exist, but not where they are. You willing to give us any hints so that we can go find them? Just know that they're there, but not where they are.
We know where they are, but we're not
Oh,
going to get them, are we, if we stand here?
that's true. Okay. Are you willing to accompany us or give us directions?
Perhaps. What is your intent with them?
Orbs we want to destroy. We want to destroy that throne as well. Get rid of Saronicus and his cult and anybody who's helping him.
Hmm.
It takes it one step forward. And then it proceeds just to walk straight for you because the door's right behind you.
Okay. I guess that means we're leaving.
You're gonna pull up and go, "Can I sit on your shoulders?"
It stops and it turns.
No.
Please.
And
You're gonna just give it the sorrowful halfling eyes.
it reaches out and opens one of the large doors in the front, and it passes through them out into the rain.
I'll take that as a no.
He's a meanie.
All right, so for now, we'll just follow where this creature leads because
Yep.
the same path as it for right now.
Are we sure we should trust it?
No, I'm not sure, but he's our only lead, so just stay on guard, but don't sweat yourself too much over it.
Greer starts following after him.
I
Also,
don't.
if we have to fight, I can transform slightly as well, so I don't want you to be freaked out either.
Okay. I probably won't be, but thanks for the heads up.
Welcome. All right. We can just follow this metal man of mostly indeterminate origin to our next assignment.
Alright, so you guys go out inside in the rain?
Yeah.
Okay. It walks in the middle of the courtyard, and as it does, it turns around and looks at you.
I will be in touch.
It bends its knees and flings itself up into the air. Its wings extend, and it just shoots straight up into the sky. And as it goes, it's skylighted by a crack of light, crack of lightning and the rolling of thunder as it disappears into the heavens.
I just look up at it and then look to Lundgren. I don't think I can follow that.
That was
I would have some
cool.
difficulty doing it alone.
Did we do the right thing?
Might have to take some time to figure that out some other day.
That was an odd creature.
Yes.
I don't like it.
But he would be in stuff.
Well, Davey,
Needs
if we did do the wrong thing, there's no way for us to know that it was the wrong thing when we did it.
Are you going country again?
Am I going country?
I'm glad I wasn't the only one to hear it.
Damn it.
I'm going
Well, I'll
country.
be damned.
I blame Davey.
Now listen here, partner.
It is all Davey's fault.
Right, y'all started picking up Davy's speaking habits.
I'm trying to talk down to his level.
Oh,
I understand. Call me. Right. Okay. Well,
Maybe
then,
Davy could use this headband more than me.
what now?
I think Tread just said you're gonna learn today.
I don't
Learn today, boy.
want to think
Go
of
find another headband of intellect for Davey.
Oh
Oh
boy.
yeah, we can go back to what's his face, that gnome with the hand on the stick.
Out of context, that sounds really weird.
times.
You just got a hand hanging
That's what he
by.
said. He said he had a stick with a hand.
Disembodied hand on a stick.
A
He
desiccated
didn't say it was
hand.
disembodied.
It's
Desiccated
Tootin,
hand.
but as a gnome.
He's King Julian from the Madagascar movies.
It's literally a wooden carved hand on a stick. Like a pointer. A literal pointer.
It's not an actual desiccated hand, you sadistic a-holes.
Anyway.
It
But I
is
like
now.
the idea that he is King Julian
Oh, like
with
the-
a desiccated hand.
Well, I think that's a good enough cliffhanger to end tonight's session. We'll find out what happens more when the strange metal man from the sky returns, and what we do next time for the Forging the Onyx. But not next week, because it's Call of Cthulhu.
Yes.
We'll find out what happens next time in a week or two. We'll find out what happens with Cthulhu next week, hopefully. But with that, cool music plays as the lights go down, and we will catch you